Achievement unlocked, Donnelly.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome brake services, but although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
Okay, so is he talking about the past? Now? I can't tell, and are we in another chapter now? Because, I mean, we got a loading screen. So, oh. And we didn't even see the lighthouse in the previous one. Are we above the cave now? Because that doesn't seem right, because the cave should be behind us. But I remember all the... No, this is someplace different. Let's go down there. Barrels. Empty barrels. I hope they're empty and non-radioactive. Mostly non-radioactive, at least. I don't need to be hulking out over here. What? Final notice. Equita certificated bailiffs. Warrant of execution. They're executing people up in here. Turn. Repossession advice. Words I can't read. Tin can. Okay, let me get my bearings. I was going this way, right? Yeah. Creepy wrecked boat. Is that, what was that? An aerosol can? Might be in it. I hear noises. People? Or monsters? I don't know, I get the feeling there aren't any monsters in this game. Unless it's me. But I'm hearing some creepy stuff. I can't loot any of these boxes. And I can't jump, so I can't get up here. So is this just like set decoration, or can I actually go on the boat? I know the boat is broken, and I can't go anywhere on it, but I could explore it. I could find stuff. I could find more creepy paintings. Oh, can I board the boat here? Nope, there's an invisible wall. Invisible wall? Nope, just rock. Well, I'm not getting on board this way, am I? I'm pretty sure there's an invisible wall right here. I'm gonna try. I'm trying. Well, that says something. I need to get a better vantage point. I need to slowly get a better vantage point. Yeah, I feel like all those rocks down there are like a barrier saying, you can't go here. What does this say? And neither did he nor drink. And neither did he eat. And neither did he eat or drink. And neither did he eat or drink. Oh, we got
There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
I'm more interested in this. Is this like a map pointing me someplace? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way over there, but yeah, it's just walls. Walls, walls, walls. Invisible walls. Rock walls. And, well, I can't go this way either. But there's an arrow pointing me in a direction. I mean, this is obviously a thing. We got a little mound with little rockies on it and a circle around it, and then we have this. But how do I get over there? Can I this? No, invisible wall. I just bumped my microphone. Sorry about that. So... yeah, now I'm looking for a way to... I came from over there, and there's a path right here.
I had kidney stones, and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
So he had kidney stones. They cut them out. He got friendly with the nurse, and then a drunk driver killed her.
What charnel house lies at the foot of this abyss?
That's a hole.
How many dead shepherds could fill this hole?
A lot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's death. Oh, you hear that? That almost does not sound natural. That almost sounds paranormal. Let's go away from it. Because, you know, the only other option is go into it, and, nope. I'm going nope out of that. Okay, so we got a farm. Well, I think it's a farm. Oh, we got some music
I've begun
too.
my ascent on the green slope of the western side. I've looked deep into the mountain from the shaft and understood that I must go up and then find the way under.
Up and under.
I've stashed the last vestiges of my civilization in the stone walls and worked deeper from there. I'm drawn by the area,
what?
the cliff edge. There is some form of rebirth waiting for me there.
What? Somebody did some surgery on themselves and took a bunch of pills, but left a bunch of pills. I mean, they obviously lived long enough to get out of here, and actually, you know what? They obviously lived long enough to clean up their own blood. Huh. That's a thing. So that I could walk over. That I can walk over. That I can't walk over. Game design. Okay, there we go. Obstacles in my path. If only I could step more than 1 foot in the air. I mean, literally. I could totally walk.
Bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jacobsen from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians.
I could totally step over this.
He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the Bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him either.
So there's a goat disease now. I feel like that's the important place to go, but let's go here first. Let's very slowly go here first. Okay, now is the goat disease the thing that made the dude cut himself open and do surgery and stuff? That thing refuses to be lit. Is that a wasp nest? It's a cigarette butt. A very poorly rendered cigarette butt. Okay, so there's nothing really interesting in there. No, let's go this way. There's gotta be something cool in here, right? Let's check the outside first. Oh. Yeah, there's that Hydra thing again. Is that like the goat disease or something? You know, like some sort of parasite? Is that supposed to be like the artistic representation of a parasite?
Inventory. A trestle table we spread wallpaper on in our first home. A folding chair. I laughed at you for bringing camping in the
A lot more
lakes.
paint.
I was uncomfortable later and you laughed then. This diary, the bed with the broken springs.
That book again.
Once asleep you have to remember not to dream. A change of clothes.
Well, you have to remember not to. How do you remember to not
On the
dream?
way here. I will burn them all on the last morning and make an aerial of my own.
Is that? Are those oxygen tanks? Or is that an ethanol tank? Old paper. Old pot. Old cans. Old everything. Old chair. Old books? Question mark. Old bed. Old suitcase. Well, Hey, it is a horror game. It's got jump scares. One jump scare. Okay, so I gotta go that way, or... Well, I'm pretty sure I have to go this way anyway. There might be another path over that way, but I don't want to walk over there to find it. Oh, there's a cave over there. I want to explore it. How do I get there? Oh, no. Let's see. If I could jump... if I were Superman... What is that thing in the middle of the air? Is that like glitchy texture? Well, it looks like the game is forcing me this way. Oh, there's another cave down there. Would that cave lead up to that one way up? Wow, that's a lot of leading. I mean, if I can get down there, I want to explore it. Am I running out of path here? It's getting narrower.
In a footnote, the editor comments that at this point, Donnelly was going insane as syphilis tore through his system like a drunk driver. He's not to be trusted. Many of his claims are unsubstantiated, and although he does paint a colourful picture, much of what he says may have been derived directly from his fever. But I've been here, and I know, as Donnelly did, that this place is always half imagined. Even the rocks and caves will shimmer and blur with the right eyes.
Okay, so Donnelly is some other person. But when the narrator says I, is I the narrator?
Found Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. His fingernails were raw and bitten to the quick. They found the phosphorescent moss that grows in the caves deep under the nails. Whatever he'd been doing under the island when his strength began to fail is lost. He'd struggled halfway up the cliff again, perhaps in a delirium, perhaps trying to reach the Bothy's fire before curling into a stone and expiring.
Okay, so we have Donnelly, we have Jakobsen, and we have the narrator. Which one of those is the player character, I wonder? I guess that's why we play. We try to... See, I walked right through that. But sometimes I can't step over over like a 1 foot thingy. I had to test that. But yeah, I guess we keep playing because we have to find out who we are, actually. I guess we're the narrator.
Climbing down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones.
What?
I struggled back to the bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
So, the narrator who fell and broke his leg is obviously not me, and I guess that explains the little surgery thingy up there. But that noise... So again, we have 2 ways to go. I feel like this way is a dead end, so let's go this way. If the game will let me. Litter. My luck, there's nothing interesting down here. It got very quiet all of a sudden, though. We got some creepy music all of a sudden. It's getting very dark all of a sudden. A lot of stuff is happening all of a sudden. Suitcase. Full of fake clothes. And a map of something. I guess that's the map of the island. Take map of island. I can find myself with it. Or don't take it at all. Logic. Sometimes it fails people. Okay, going into the cave. Very slowly making my way back to the cave, and then going in the cave. Okay, I guess I could keep going that way, but the cave is more interesting, right? It's a cave that suddenly turns blue. I say, who lit that candle? See, this is proof that somebody else is here. Because, I mean, that candle's not been burning for very long. I mean, maybe a couple of hours, so, I mean, somebody else is here. Somebody else had to have lit it. This just feels supernaturally blue. Was that hole that was up there and was making the really, really scary noises? Do I want to go down this way? I'm going down this way!